What's up guys, it's Scareger here with a building tutorial video, where I will be giving you tips and tricks on how to make a rustic house. Let's get right into things. For the first step, you're going to first want to build just a normal rectangle, just to show the main area of the house. And then once you're complete with that, you're going to want to build a little extension to give the house more shape, which, trust me, it makes a great effect once the house is complete. Okay, moving on to the next step. Step 2 is a short step, but an important one, giving the house depth. This makes it look so much better than if you build everything as one flat wall. As you can see here, you can build it with logs up outside of the cobblestone. You're going to want to choose one block, which in my case I chose cobblestone, and you're going to want to build the wall up out of that specific block. And then once that's complete, you're going to grab two blocks that are similar to it, and then you're just going to randomly punch holes into the wall, as I've done here, and then you're going to just want to fill in these holes with the block that you chose, the two blocks that you chose. As you can see, it makes them look much better, but if it does look a bit weird, make sure to fill more gaps in, as I just did there. Step 4. Building the second floor. With this step, building a second floor, I always found it very useful to give it overhang because it once again gives the house more depth and makes it look much better. Also, another important thing when building the second floor on a rustic house, make sure it's always out of a different block. As you can see here, I did it out of oak planks and the first floor was out of stone. You can see this shows clear separation between the first and second floor, which is important when building a rustic house. Step 5. Making the roof. When building the roof, always start by building the frame that goes all around the house. As you can see here, I did it out of cobblestone staircases. And then once you're complete, once you're finished building the frame, make sure you fill in the rest of the roof with one block that is different to this block, which in this case I use jungle staircases. Now, once you're finished building the roof, make sure to add some detailing here at the top, which adds a nice effect. And then once you're finished with that, go to a spot on the roof and build a dorm window, which makes the house look more 3D, because if it was just plain like that, then it would be very boring. Step 6. Building the extension of the house. First step of making the extension of the house is make sure it's about 75% the height of the normal house. To make sure there's clear difference what is the main part of the house and what's the extension. As you can see here, I built the extension. And make sure with the extension it is smaller, so it's only going to have one floor. As you can see here, the second floor doesn't exist unless you choose this as a second floor. Now, the third part of building the extension is make sure you repeat the roof process completely with the extension, because the roof does not change. Make sure it always looks the same. Adding detailing. This is possibly the most important step out of the entire process of making rustic house. As you can see here, I have added in some detailing to show what it could possibly look like. Make sure every surface has detailing on. As you can see here with the log that has detailing, the wall this has detailing, even the entrance has detailing. Also, the little attic above here also has detailing. Make sure everything has detailing, but make sure never to overdo it, because if you overdo it, it will be too much and the build would look too complex and hard to understand. Step 8, which is the final step, make sure, this is an optional step, make sure you put it in nature, the build, because I have done testing. Nature looks beautiful with rustic houses because you can see it matches the stone, which I made here, matches with the wool. The wood here matches with the wood. Make sure everything matches in nature. Make sure always to choose right combinations with this. You can build for nature. You can build a tree like mine, which isn't very well done, or you can just build a rock. But make sure you don't just build one and you think you're complete, or make sure you put a bunch of things. As in my rustic house over there, there's a tree, rocks, and a pond. But also, if you don't want to and you're too lazy, you can just use sapling and bone meal, or you could just sapling the floor, as you can see here. It gives a feeling of it being overgrown, which is a very good feeling to get from a rustic house, because it's meant to look old, but not be old. So, thank you very much. That is the complete uh, tutorial with tips and tricks of building a rustic house. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this and found it useful, and I'll see you next time.